Right now we're next to Josh Dubovie at the German Eurovision Convention. It's the OGAE 2011 in Munich, in Bavaria. And we know Josh, of course, from the Eurovision Song Contest 2010, UK representative. Good to see you again and welcome to Munich.
Thank you very much.
Now, you went to represent your country at the Eurovision Song Contest. How was the experience in Oslo?
I can't even explain to you how phenomenal it was. I mean, I tried to. How do I begin to imagine? I did try to imagine what it would be like out there in Oslo, but I just could not comprehend what I got. You know, it was completely different in a good way, obviously. But I mean, it was just the fans were lovely, the Eurovision fans, and the whole atmosphere. I mean, even being in a lift, you know, with Latvia, or just in the same hotel as them, and just it was phenomenal. I can't describe it really.
Do you have any regrets having done it?
No, not at all. No regrets at all. No, it's the best thing I've ever done, and I would do it again if I was asked to. You know, it hasn't faltered anything that I've done. You know, I mean, I'm really happy that I've done it. So.
Now, would you enter again for the UK or for any other country?
Well, I think I should try to enter for the UK first. But I mean, I just love entertaining and singing, you know. So as long as there is a stage and a microphone, I'm there. But obviously, to represent my country is great because it's the whole patriotism thing, you know, the UK. But no, I think it'd be interesting to see what happened next time. And if I go last again, maybe it wasn't meant to be.
Contact really the people, other performers from this year or last year?
Well, I mean, it's funny because I actually had a bit of a bond with Niamh before the whole actual Eurovision, because I met her at the Shadow Lounge as well.
Yes.
And obviously she's here in Munich with us as well, so that's great to see her again. But no, I can't. I really got on with Harel Scott from Israel, and I tried to find him on Facebook, but there are about 100 of them, so I'm not sure which one's him. So whether or not John Lily Green I talked to as well, and Philippa as well. But apart from that, no, nobody else really.
Now, the next Eurovision entry from the UK will be selected soon.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to this young performer who's going to Düsseldorf?
Well, I'd just say don't be surprised by anything, you know, because you can't expect anything to happen. And speaking of anything happening, the results, you know, I was convinced by the sound in the audience. I was convinced in the semi-final that Iceland were going to do far better than they did, you know, because people were up dancing and there was a massive atmosphere when she came on, but anything can happen, you know. So I think just go out there, just enjoy it, be yourself. That's very important, and hopefully you'll come out better than I did.
Before the moment you went on stage, what ritual do you have?
Well, I was quite lucky actually because Greece were before me, so and it got me really in the mood. It was whoopah! It was really good. It was good fun, and I had a great team as well. You know, the backing vocalists and the dancers. We all got on really well, and obviously travelling from one side of the UK to Norway by ferry and coast. You know, that got us a lot closer very quickly. So no, it was nice to. We tried not to think about the nerves and things like that. We just went out there. But when I was in that box, I just had a sudden feeling like, oh, I'm in the Eurovision Song Contest. Yeah, how crazy is that? Yes. And I remember my first line. I just looked out to the audience and I could just see colours, like all different flags and colours. Sensational. Yeah, that is one image that will be in my head forever. So it was brilliant.
That is amazing, isn't it? So musically now, Josh, what have you been doing since those days? Have you been recording any more music, or?
I have, yes. I've just released my own. Well, it's not quite bad. It's an album of covers at the moment, and I've got plenty of those with me. And here comes one as well. It's my trusty dad with the. So yeah, this is Carpe Diem, and basically that means it's Latin for seize the day, seize the moment, and I thought that was very apt because that's what I want to do really. I just want to enjoy my life and enjoy it while it lasts, and these are all songs that I love singing and I've learned to love as well. But apart from that, the money raised with this CD will go towards a new album of my own material because I'm trying to write my own songs now.
Okay.
And I have just finished my first ever song because I've started about 60, you see, and I'm just starting to finish it. But now I've finished it, and I'm convinced that I'm going to get it out there because I am my own worst critic, and I must say I do actually quite like this song. So hopefully, hopefully I haven't got rubbish taste. So we'll see.
Well, that sounds good to me, of course.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope it does.
This is Josh's first album, and it's Cry Me a River is on there, and Always a Woman, Chasing Cars, Home, Save the Last Dance for Me. It's from the Drifters.
Yes, and that's actually a Michael Bublé version. I mean, I like Michael Bublé. He's cool. He's the man.
So is the music on this album like Michael Bublé?
A lot of it is, but I mean, I've tried to mix things up a little. Sorry, just snatched
That's okay.
I mean, I've got Black and Gold. I've also got a musical theatre track from Beauty and the Beast, If I Can't Love Her, which is my all-time favourite musical theatre song. And yeah, I mean, I've got a bit of Motown on there as well, My Girl, just all the songs that I love, really. Billy Joel.
You will hear it all on Radio International, of course, in a few weeks' time. So now, next question for Chris.
Yeah, you're here with the OGAE Germany group now. Is this actually the first time you've done anything for Eurovision fans since the contest?
It is actually, yeah, it is. But it's lovely to be here. It gives me so much memories of being back in Oslo, because the whole, I mean, I'm a bit out of practice with the interviews, but it's fine, it's just talking, but to see people acknowledging me and, saying hello and, well done.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it's great to be here, and I hope that this is part of my life forever.
Well, it's fantastic to have you in Germany, and really glad that you came out to do it as well, to accept the invitation.
Yeah. Now, another thing I think you've been doing is, am I right in thinking you've been in Panto?
I have, yes.
I was going to say, oh no you haven't.
Oh yes I have.
Oh no you haven't. Now the rest
Everybody
the rest of Europe won't know what that means, so tell the listeners a little bit about pantomime and your experience.
Basically, I mean, I don't mean to patronise anyone, but a pantomime is it's just more interactive than a normal show. There's lots of interaction with the audience, and sort of things like, it's behind you and things like that, so they get very involved. But I did, this panto was with David Van Day, who was in Dollar, and has been sort of related to Bucks Fizz as well.
Give me some kind of magic. That's one of the songs.
Yeah. So he was in it, Fraser Hines from Emmerdale, that's a soap in the UK, and also Nikki Grant. Have you heard of Big Brother?
Yes, we do have that too. Yeah.
She was in the UK 2008 maybe, I'm not too sure, but yeah, that was good fun, and it was my first taste of professional pantomime. Outside of Eurovision, it was my first real with a company. I mean, I've done lots of work.
You've been on the Eurovision stage and also yourself as a performer now. But this year it's going to be Düsseldorf. Lena won it, of course. And will you come to watch the contest?
I really want to. I mean, if I can get tickets, I will be there. Because just to be part of the experience again, the whole atmosphere, it's something different. It's so different to anything. I mean, because I've been at festivals in the UK and this doesn't compete really. This is on such a grand scale, and it's a lot nicer, it's a nicer atmosphere. Everyone's there for the enjoyment and the love for the music, really. So that's why I hopefully will be able to get out there.
And aside from all that, when you're not working and singing and being Eurovisions, what do you like to do to relax? Do you have any hobbies or other interests that you do?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I'm very fortunate in the fact that my hobby is what I do for a living as well. I mean, I love to sing, and even when I'm not singing in a function, I'm singing at home in the shower. But no, I think my writing is going to take the forefront at the moment. But I mean, apart from that, my hobbies, I love driving. So I'd love to go on a track day one day and just a bit of a petrol head, not on the streets obviously. But no, I do love cars. And also just learning That sounds a bit cheesy, but just learning about life, you know, and meeting new people and experiencing adventure. I love adventure. I love finding new places and things like that.
But then the Eurovision is the best for you. Get to every country.
Absolutely.
And adventures.
I'll be there.
What type of music do you listen to yourself?
Well, I'm quite strange, really. I mean, I've got anything from. I have a preset on my radio at home. It's classic FM. I listen to classical music, but then my favourite band is Muse, which are very rock and heavy, you know, experimental. But I love all of the chart stuff at the moment. I mean, things on my album, I've got like Black and Gold and Chasing Cars, you know, very sort of contemporary. I think I love all music as long as it's been produced properly, as long as it's been thought about, and as long as it's real music. You know, that's why I love Motown and soul and funk, because the lyrics mean something. You know, they're so you can always feel the passion as they're singing these words, and it's I think that's really my favourite.
I have one more question. Way back before the Eurovision Song Contest, how did you actually get to sing at the national final? That I don't know.
It was a very long process, basically. There was a lot of interviews and auditions. Basically, an agency got the breakdown on Spotlight, it's like a big agency, about the Your Country Needs You show. So I went along to the first audition, and I was originally going to be in Unifier, believe it or not, in the national final. But then I was lucky enough to be asked to come back to audition for a solo. So then I did that, and then I went to the next round, and then we had to record I Believe in Angels by Westlife, if I want to say it. No.
So ABBA didn't do that?
I mean, that was the cover that I was doing. And then there was another audition process, and then we got to be on the national final, and I was lucky enough to scoop the prize. So.
That's how you got to the national final, and then at the end on the Eurovision stage.
Yeah. I'm still friends with Alexis though as well, who came second in the national final.
Okay.
And he's doing very well too. So good on him.
Are there any? Do you have an ambition to sing with any idols that people you admire in the record industry? Who would you like to duet with?
Well, I mean, very recently I was quite jealous because when we went on the Christian Radic in Norway, Deirdre sang with Lena. They did a duet together, and I know it's only recent, but I would love to sing with Lena as well, because she's really quirky and original, so that'd be cool. But apart from that, obviously Michael Bublé, but hopefully one day. But no, I think Alicia Keys is a brilliant soul artist, and also a guy that's not really. I think he should be a lot more well known than he is in the UK, at least. John Legend, he's one of my all-time favourites. So I love his writing. I'd love to sing with him one day. So if he's listening, you know where to find me.
Now, today there are 1,195 Eurovision entries to the song contest, the songs that emerged from this competition. Can you tell us your favourite UK entry ever, and then your favourite Eurovision song?
The thing is, there's been, as you say, there have been so many.
And you were young, of course. So
I mean, if I'm honest with you, I've taken more notice in the Eurovision. I started my music career when I was 16, but the Eurovision was very much fun for me when I was young. I didn't really take notice of the songs, but I think now I'm taking more interest in the music side of things and obviously the singing. So, in all honesty, I can't really answer that question. I mean, I do know UK entries, but I don't know what my favourite one is. I think I prefer some of the other countries, to be honest. But my all-time entry ever, I love Love Shine a Light, which that's a good one. There we go. But I actually love Alexander Rybak's song because it's. Oh wait, that's right, it won, you know, it was great. So
The Fairy Tale. And that's it. Any more you want to add to the interview?
Just going to say, obviously I hope you enjoyed the music on the CD. I'm also going, hopefully, on a tour. So keep an eye out for dates on that.
Wow. Okay.
And I'll be organising a big show. It's going to be huge. I'm going to just put everything into it, and hopefully I'll get some stuff out of it too. Look out for my new songs, because hopefully this will be my year for getting my material out there. And just want to say thank you for you guys for your support as well. And everyone, I know it's a bit of a sad result, but everyone's still. I haven't been tarred that rush, so it's all good. Thank you.
Fantastic. Josh, thank you very much. All the best of luck to you.
welcome.
We'll see you hopefully again on the Eurovision stage in a couple of years' time.
Maybe. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers.